But one of the really good things that you can do throughout the call is to flip the frame on the prospect. So what this means is lots of prospects will come in to a call and they are the ones with a relative amount of power because they're purchasing, right? And people know that, right? If they're on a sales call, they're like, I have the money, you're the salesperson, you're going to try to get me to spend my money with you, etc. And like you can do a lot of work to fix that with a lot of things. But one of the really good ways that you can do it is through a specific word track that you can use at any point in the call, especially when people are resistant to opening up about their real motivations. So, AKA in cost of an action, as an example, if somebody's resistant to saying what they're running away from, if you're in future pace or day in the life and somebody is resistant to saying what they really want for their life, anytime that somebody is like kind of unwilling to go deep with you, if they're a little resistant, you can flip the frame on them. So the word track at the very beginning, I'm going to give you an exact word track, and you guys know that I don't do this a lot, so that means it's very important. I've gone through a million ways to do this. This is the best one. The last thing I want for you is. That's like the opening to it. The last thing I want for you is. What this does is you're now basically giving them a reason. You're justifying what you're about to tell them. Does that make sense? So you're putting yourself on the same side of the table as them. You're there to help them. You're there to support them. And the last thing you want for them, now be very careful. Joe made this mistake. He said, the last thing I want is for you to. Don't do that, right? Do you hear the difference in tone with that? The last thing I want is versus the last thing I want for you is. It's a very small thing, but it makes a big difference. So the last thing I want for you is to, and then you list out all of the stuff that they're going to do and expend inside the program. So they're going to spend money, they're going to spend time, they're going to spend effort, they're going to spend energy, they're going to spend time away from their family, potentially working on these sorts of things. They're going to spend bandwidth thinking about this when they could be focusing on other things in their life. Like all the things that they're going to expend by being here, even if it's a done for you investment, it's still time, money, energy, like checking in on things, making sure they're going well, reporting back to the team, how you're feeling, etc. It's like, it's always a lot of stuff they're going to be spending. The last thing I want for you is spend all this time, money, spend all that energy, spend all that focus to come into the program and make this thing work, but it not work for you, but it not work out, but you not get the result that you're wanting by coming into the program.